Hey, what's going on, shrimp keepers? It is Shrimp Saturday, and I wanted to do just a quick video. I'm leaving for my honeymoon tonight. I did a couple other videos tonight for you guys, but I did want to do a Shrimp Saturday video for this coming Saturday, and just talk to you guys about something that I get a lot of debate over, and that is why I use driftwood in aquariums. And a lot of people debate like there's no research that driftwood's good for shrimp. The tannins aren't good, because there's a lot of, just put it this way, there's a lot of debate. There's no scientific proof to how good driftwood is for an aquarium, and there is some bad things that happen from having driftwood in the aquarium. But today I want to talk to you why I use driftwood, specifically Malaysian driftwood, in all of my shrimp tanks. And so I think it's a good piece of information for you guys. I hope that you guys take it with an open mind, and hopefully you can learn something from it. So here are the reasons, here are the reasons why I use driftwood, and some of the reasons why other people do not use driftwood. So let's get started with one of my tanks. This is an orange-eyed blue tiger shrimp tank, and as you can see, I have a nice piece of Malaysian driftwood in there, and I actually have Mapani wood in here also, which is a great wood that I've seen has pretty good success, or that I have pretty good success with, and the shrimp do fairly well at. And so the first thing, I'm sorry the light's kind of crappy, the first thing you're going to notice is there's not a ton of algae in this tank. And so with most people's aquariums, if you only have one aquarium, or you only have 8, or you only have 12, most of the time they're out in your living room, they're in your bedroom. You want to keep them nice, so there's not going to be too much algae on this glass. You're going to clean it off most of the time, and if you don't, great, because the shrimp are going to eat that. But with a piece of driftwood, you look at it and it's a piece of driftwood. You're not going to get in there and scrub it if it has algae on it. So what ends up happening is these pieces of driftwood become a nice bed for algae that provides a natural food source for the shrimp. So that is the number one benefit for driftwood. And if you've ever put a piece of driftwood in a tank without any fish in it, or any shrimp, or anything in it, no snails, you'll see that 9 times out of 10, that piece of driftwood is going to grow like, it almost looks like a mold, like a white cloudy thing. And that is actually amazing for shrimp, that white nastiness. It looks disgusting, but the shrimp are going to devour it. And so these pieces of driftwood become a natural home for biofilm and other types of algae that are extremely beneficial to shrimp. I'll give you some shrimp to look at, because looking at a piece of driftwood could get pretty boring. And so that is the number one benefit to these guys, is they become a bed for bacteria and algae and shrimp. So as you can see, again, another piece of Malaysian driftwood in here. I do have, what's that called? People call it kola wood. They also call it chola wood. I don't know. There's 1,000 different names for it. I don't recommend that stuff. I personally don't like it. This is the only tank that it's in. I took it out of all the other tanks. But Malaysian driftwood's good. Mapani wood's good. Manzanita wood's okay. And the rest of them are iffy if that. I wouldn't use bogwood. So anyway, if you see like this piece of wood, there's a lot of crevice in it. This is Mapani wood. There's a lot of crevice in it. It creates little cavities. This becomes a great place for shrimp to go in and hide. And after shrimp molts, they get stressed. They need to get away from everyone else. And so to have little crevices for them to hide in, and natural hiding places, is going to increase the benefits, or the productivity, the survival rate, all those different types of things in a shrimp tank. And so the driftwood is providing those hiding places, which make it an excellent thing for a shrimp tank. And the last thing is tannins. So you see the color of this water. It's like a reddish brownish color. I believe I'm colorblind, but that's what everyone tells me. And so it's like a tea color. There you go. And so with that, it's leaching tannins in the water. And tannins provide antioxidants. And again, this is where the debate comes in, because they're like, no, it doesn't. There's no research to this. I believe that tannins leach amazing things in the aquarium. So, whether it's Malaysian driftwood or whatever it is, it's going to leach tannins. It's going to discolor your water. Some people don't like it. But you could boil the driftwood to get rid of the tannins if you don't want them. But I believe that they provide antioxidants and other things that are really beneficial to shrimp tanks. And real quick, let me go on a little rant. So, shrimp in nature are usually found in slow-moving streams and forests. What happens in forests? One, trees fall down, they get into the water, they get swept away, and leaves are falling in them. So in nature, there are a ton of tannins in rivers. So why does it not make sense to add driftwood to an aquarium? Because there's already so much wood in these slow-moving streams in the wild. And a lot of these streams dry up, and there's just little pools of water where the shrimp live, and there's tons of leaves in it, there's tons of driftwood. And so it's just reason to believe that tannins are good for shrimp because they're so used to them in the wild. So it's simulating their natural habitat. But there's some fallback to this. And this is where the other side of the equation comes in. So people will say, okay, driftwood, it's going to decay. And when it decays, it's going to pollute the water. And that's 100% true. I've had tanks that had huge pieces of driftwood in it, and they started breaking down, and they killed everything in the tank. I will say that because that's what I believe, and people might argue with me on that point, but I've had tanks that crashed because I had too much driftwood in them. So here's what I recommend. This is a 40-gallon tank that is a little piece of driftwood. The thing's probably 16 inches long, 3 inches tall, if that. And this is a 40-gallon tank. It's not much driftwood. This is a 20 long, and again, just 2 little pieces. You don't want to overdo it on wood because once it starts breaking down, you're going to start having problems. If you ever take a piece of driftwood out of a tank that's been in there for a long time and it's a big piece, you're going to notice that it stinks. And if it smells that bad, it's probably leaching that nastiness into the water too. And so use smaller portions of driftwood, and that's when you're really going to get the benefit from them. And so I apologize that it's not a super long video. It's only 7 minutes and 17 seconds right now, but this is great information. At least this is something that has taken me 5 years to learn. And so if you can just grasp this little concept that adding a little piece of driftwood to a shrimp tank is going to do you a world of good. It truly is. I wouldn't be making a video about it if I didn't 100% fully believe it and see the benefits of it. So I highly encourage you to get some Malaysian driftwood. You know what, I will do a sale on Malaysian driftwood. I will, just because I love you guys. You just can't, well, whatever. I'll do a sale. I won't be able to do it until I get back. So this is going to come out on Saturday. I don't get back till Sunday. So expect the sale on Monday. Again, this is in no way a reason for me to pitch driftwood because I don't really have that much of it. But I just want you guys to know that it is so good for your shrimp tank, for your fish tank, for everything. Any fish that comes from a slow-moving stream that goes through forest is going to be good for them. So I will do that special. I haven't even figured it out yet. I didn't even know I was going to do one until I just thought of it. But hopefully it helps you guys out. Again, never, ever, ever feel pressured to buy from me, ever. I just try to help you guys out if I can. So that's my little piece of knowledge. Hopefully you guys received that well. Hopefully it all made sense. And I don't know. Drop some questions down below. I'll do my best to get back to comments. And if I don't get back to comments, I'll try to hit on it in the next video. So you guys make it a great week. I'm going to go enjoy my honeymoon with my little lovely lady. And I will talk with you all soon. Keep on keeping on and keep on shrimping because this is a growing hobby that I'm so excited to be a part of. You guys have an awesome week, and I will talk with you guys soon. Later.